And thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Derek Francis.
And I'm Janice Allen. First at 10, thousands of Michiganders are just now learning if they're eligible for unemployment benefits.
Yeah, but not all agree with the state's decision. Fox 17 problem solver Ryan Cummings joining us live now to explain their options tonight. Ryan?
Guys, it is frustrating for a lot of people. They automatically think that they're qualified for benefits sometimes, but oftentimes their employers can protest or they possibly didn't make enough money to qualify for a claim. But both sides do have rights to free legal help.
With the state's unemployment offices still shut down, thousands in Michigan only have their phones and computers to try and connect with the agency. But many tell me they are not getting the answers they need.
And now we're getting to that point where without even a little bit coming in, next month, we don't know what's going to happen.
Megan BENTON got approved for PUA and is still waiting for 6 weeks of benefits.
It's this fear of not knowing what's going to happen from week to week, whether or not I'm going to have to defer my mortgage, whether or not I'm going to be able to pay my bills on time.
She and her husband have twin 4-year-olds. She tells me she's had some personal health concerns herself, and her son also ended up in the ER for seizures.
And so we had these medical bills that we were paying on that I suddenly could not pay on. And so now I'm going into collections for like a couple $100 in a medical bill because I don't have that extra cash.
At first, she was denied, so she challenged the state's determination.
I filed an appeal in May after not receiving payment for 3 weeks.
She is still waiting to hear back. Everyone who files for benefits will get determinations. The first is usually monetary, telling you if you even have enough wages to open a claim. Then there's a non-monetary determination, and that could be a response from your employer saying why you're no longer with the company. If you disagree with any determinations, you have 30 days to file a protest, so try and do that right away. If you disagree with the response, known as a redetermination, then you can appeal and go in front of an administrative law judge.
If you say that you were discharged, but it comes back saying, I'm sorry, you're not qualified because you quit your job, and you know that you were discharged and you have documentation, you have to protest that because you disagree with that.
Deb Fragel is an HR professional who's also served as a claimant advocate in Michigan since 2004, representing unemployed workers at court hearings.
So when you go in and you have your correspondence tab or your determinations tab, that letter will show up. You're going to see a hyperlink to the right, where whatever line it is on, and then that opens up the space for you to protest or appeal.
Appeals immediately go in front of a judge. There's an 800 number on the back of your redetermination letter to sign up for an advocate like Deb. Her advice, use the free service and don't try to represent yourself.
Because your employer is going to come in with one if they use the program. The other thing is, even what I know about unemployment, I certainly wouldn't even represent myself. My own self, because you can't be emotionally somewhere with your claim and then understand all the technical rules at the same time.
Rules that a lot of people like Megan do not understand and right now cannot get clarity on.
Even if you haven't resolved it, just a message to say, yes, we've seen this, we acknowledge you. And that's the part that is the most frustrating because you feel unheard.
So if you go through this appeal process as well and disagree with the judge's ruling, you can then go to the Appeals Commission and even the state Supreme Court. We've posted links to help you through the process. Just head online to this story, fox17online.com.